I Am Level is a 2D rollerball collectathon which, strangely, proposes that it's not really about anything. It has a rather heavy-hearted introduction, informing us that, unlike with modern games, we won't be experiencing any life-changing narratives or edifying ideas here. This is, of course, immediately paradoxical. I Am Level already is about human insight by virtue of this proclamation. It tells us so many things. For example, I Am Level feels compelled to label itself before we can even experience it. It refuses to let its mechanics or ideas prove self-evident, but instead is so desperate to assure us of its standing. This speaks to an existential concern, or perhaps at the least an existential awareness, which demonstrates a greater soul to this work than it professes. And even outside of that, this intro text is rather incorrect in conflating story with insight. Human insight can come from many elements in art, one of those being interactivity itself. Worthwhile emotional, intellectual, or philosophical inspiration does not require a strict narrative structure. But even if one explicitly were looking for stories, the ZX Spectrum, which I Am Level strongly invokes, contained many text adventures. There were the more traditional ones, such as Adventure and Adventure Planet of Death, but one could also get their fix of surrealism through Waxworks, or experience an epic fantasy tale through Black Crystal. There was no shortage of thrilling threads to engross oneself in, even back in 1982. I Am Level further demonstrates its human insight by mixing its cherished retro elements with modern game design sensibilities, such as generous checkpoints, an obtrusive string of unlockable goodies to encourage continued engagement, and a heavy emphasis on completion percentage. Nothing about I Am Level can escape humanity, for it was made of humanity's mind and heart. To claim otherwise is a fool's errand. Though perhaps in the end, I Am Level knew this. If one completes the game, they're treated to a rather grim, deterministic outro cutscene which pontificates on the nature of free will and choice. I once shared this outlook, but now find it rather uninspiring. It is true that we are inevitably influenced by all around us, just as we influence others. But the fact alone that we can see, analyze, and overcome those influences speaks to a greater agency. Eventually, if we are trained well enough in observational skepticism and reason, we will be capable of analyzing gaps in knowledge and future influences that we have yet to even encounter, and from there, blaze our own path through life, allowing harmful influences to slide right off. Our choices in this world may be limited by our circumstances, but our circumstances are not all we are, nor do they determine everything we are to be. Embracing those circumstances is but the first step to attaining awareness of the opportunities before us. Also, this game's fun, I guess.